This is a new thistle coral that I bought the other day. It seems to be doing pretty good so far, so we'll just have to see how it goes. And a little piece of war coral that was in the bag. This hard coral, I think it's what they call a pokey. It's it was started off as it was brown. It was given to me by a fellow whose tank crashed, or cracked at least, and now I've had it for a little while, and it's now gone pink. You can actually see quite a lot of pink in it, which is quite amazing that how it's changed over the time. It got burnt the other week when an enemy decided to go for a bit of a walk through the corals, and I lost a couple, and a couple of them have died back a bit, but hopefully they'll come on soon. This is where the anemone is now. He's found a nice new location on a little ledge, and the clowns and the anemone seem to have settled in, and they haven't moved now for about 3 weeks. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. We think it was due because the sunlight coming through the solar tubes changed, and I think the anemone moved to get different light, so that's going to be something to deal with, I guess, as the seasons change. A couple of new pieces of moon coral and some other bits and pieces. This piece of yellow chalice here is all healed up from where I first got it. It had all edges that were all torn and tattered and so on, and it's now healed over and now looks like it's growing a little bit. This pink Duncan was given to me by a friend, and it has quite long elongated tentacles and seems to pick up lots of food and seems to like the area where I've put it, so hopefully, and it's starting to grow new little shoots, and it's also putting on a little bit of the green coloration around the stems, so we'll see how it goes over time. These are a couple of new hammer corals that I bought. They've settled in quite nicely and have added quite a bit of lime colour to the tank and to this area with all the other hammer corals that are in the area. This is a little purple gonny that I bought a little while back. And the other day I actually saw it kill some flake food and was eating some flake food. It was quite encouraging to see something like that eating and taking up those little bits and pieces. A few of the acans that I've managed to, just little frags that I've got and little pieces that I've picked up here and there, all seem to be doing quite nicely and have settled in and seem to be feeding quite well. Always have their tentacles extended and their polyps are all puffed up. This big orange fungia here has just been enormous. He just seems to get bigger and bigger every day. I feed them a bit of prawn and they really seem to love it. So and this is my little blastomusa garden. There's another little orange fungi that I bought. It was looking quite skinned back and receded when I first got it, but as you can see it's plumped up quite nicely and is putting on some encouraging colour and looking quite good. I've just recently relocated this torch from over on the back wall, and you can see some of it's actually faded off a little bit, and I think that was because it probably wasn't getting enough light or wasn't getting enough current. So I've relocated it and stuck it up onto this rock, and seems very encouraging that it seems to be getting a little bit more light and a little bit more colour. There's another torch up in that back area there, and it's been there for quite a while and has been doing quite nicely. All the lobos in this area have been here for quite some time, and even some of them are growing, and in particular this red one right in the middle here has been growing and putting on quite a bit more flesh lately. So I can just continue to hope that it continues to go. This lobo up the back here was given to me as a little piece and was very skinny and was hardly any flesh left on it, and over the few months now it's really come back and is starting to look really lovely. That's a new lobo up there, the light green one, and then the dark green with brown edges just behind it. So that's just a bit of an update for now. Just a couple more new corals. No more new corals now. Got bills to pay and things have to be paid off.